the state of the real estate market, in my opinion, Ryan, I think from a realtor's perspective, I think real estate is in a bad spot. That's my opinion. I think we've got too many agents that are just not educated, that are running around, they're loose, there's no training, there's no education, and I think our profession is one of the lowest on the totem pole of professionalism. That's my opinion, okay? Two, I think there's a lot of confusion in the marketplace with the consumer right now. I think with everything that's happened, as we sit here today, the Fed raised rates another 0.5 point yesterday, and it's chaos. COVID is just, the last 2 years, I could hardly come up for air, and same with you, I'm sure.
Right.
So I want to talk a little bit first about the consumer's perspective.
Yeah.
What do you think we're in a bubble? Do you think this is going to pop?
I think, from being in the business now since 2003, I did see and feel when the bubble popped before. And I worked with a lot of investors when I started in the business, and there were so many investors buying property with zero down, minimal down. And it was a different time, different lending guidelines, appraisals non-existent back then. So I think there's a lot of fundamentals that are different right now than back then. And so I think what we're seeing is, the last 10, 15 years, a lack of construction, new construction being built, really affecting supply. I think the last few years, obviously low rates, a lot of buyers having rented for so long, waiting to purchase and finally deciding to purchase, with rents also rising, causing buyers to say, my gosh, my rent's getting so expensive, maybe I should buy. So I still see demand being strong, and I think the Twin Cities overall, with just a strong labor market, as well as a lot of the sort of projections, population increase projections, I can think of some friends of mine from college, from New York, from a friend from California who moved here recently, different people moving to the Twin Cities for a variety of different reasons. I think all of this is going to cause demand to remain strong. Now, will prices continue to go up at the rate they have? In my opinion, no. I just don't think it can. People can't afford it. And the rising rates right now are causing a little bit of a pullback. But I think long term, I think our market is in a much healthier spot than 10, 12 years ago, when it was a little bit of the Wild West and the bubble was bursting. And so I am as a kind of a small real estate investor, that's how I got in the business. I'm hopeful. And I think, I'm kind of a buy and hold person. And I think that the future is still bright, though the last few years have been, like you said, a little bit crazy.